Hello and welcome to my channel, Redeeming Thunder. Today is a wonderful prophetic word given by Ruach HaKodesh regarding the Ordained Spouse series. We are in chapter 9 already. And this word was given to me on 9/13/2024. So the dates do matter. I'm noticing that there is a pattern here of when the word is given. It is manifesting into reality 6 months later. So the time frame would be March 2025. So whenever you watch this video, whether it's years down the road, remember that the date that I put in the title, and then 6 months out from there. Okay, now just to mark that I am recording this video in March. We just started March 2025, so we are in the 6th month. Hello, that is why it's appointed times and it's time to share this video. And so the prophetic word is b'lai'lah. Okay, and the word is given to me in Hebrew while praying in the Spirit. Now, if you research the word Lailah, it's very, very intimate progression of a prophetic word. Like it's concrete, it's established. That's basically what it's meaning. So means alas. Ka, here thus far. So here thus far as of 9/13/2024, Lailah. Lailah is the angel of conception. And so Yahuwah, the Most High, the way he establishes things, he gives analogies, okay, to explain what he is doing on earth, in the heavens even. Okay, so it's like there's a conception. That means there's a consummation of his purpose, of his divine alignment. Now, a lot of people use the word consummate for they need to consummate when they are married to solidify the marriage, okay? And that word is used for that. But this word is also used to demonstrate a becoming one with the Father's plans, okay? And this word is establishing that he has implanted a seed in September, okay? So when you watch this word again, remember, it's 6 months out. It's manifesting. That's pretty quick though. You know, prophetic word could sometimes be 20 years out. It can be 10 years out. But this is 6 months out, and it's actually not anymore 6 months out. It's like now. Okay, it's like now, because 6 months out from September would be March, and March is now when I'm recording this. Okay, so he has in the past already in the heavens established it in the heavens in spirit form. I know this is probably could feel like it's going way over your head, and you're like, what in the world is she saying? Okay, because we're talking about different dimensions. We're talking about Yahuwah, the Most High, space and time. And a lot of people that get prophetic word, they're ahead of their time. Okay, people that get prophetic word are living in the moment, and then they're receiving word for the future. They can see the future because Yahuwah is disclosing it. Okay, and so it's like to wrap your mind around it. It's vast. Okay, so he's giving you this ahead of time because he doesn't want you to miss it. He doesn't want you to miss the mark. He wants you to be vigilant. He wants you to be alert, not in slumber. And there's a hindering spirit of extreme exhaustion and slumber that it's not allowing people to be awake. Because why? He wants you to miss, the enemy wants you to miss your mark. He wants you to be too distracted, being tired, and not be on your A game, okay? On point on these prophetic words and on your secret place time with Yahuwah to receive what is next, what to do next, okay? But too bad, so sad, because we are awake. In the name of Yahusha, we're going to be removing all obstacles, all plans of the enemy to sabotage the purpose, the divine alignment of the Most High for your life. Because we are in the series of Ayin Yah Soma, which means the eyes of Yahuwah, the hand of Yahuwah, and the breath of Yahuwah, the Most High, is blowing upon the ordained spouse unions. So hear the messenger here, and I need to explain to you how concrete this ordained spouse, like if you're doubting and being like, I don't know if it's going to happen, it is, because it's already been implantation of, of the purpose. It's already been conception. The angel of conception brings forth the seed. When the baby in the womb is becoming formed from the very get-go, okay, presents it to Yahuwah and says, is what is going to become of this seed. And Yahuwah gets to decide the destiny of that child, and then he gives free will. Okay. And the angel is also b-lai'lah is also the angel of the night. It comes and sweeps in the night, and he was the one that did the last plague of the Egyptian plagues. So he has two roles. Very important. Okay, so now this angel presented this union before, ordained spouse union, before Yahuwah, and Yahuwah has consummated the plans. And not only that, he confirmed with this word, in a Rema word, that your future ordained spouse in this time frame, in the month, 6 months later, in the month of March. Okay, so do your calculations of when you start watching this word. Okay, that he is consummating the plans of Yahuwah regarding the future ordained spouse, which is you. Okay, and not only that, but he has consummated the plans with you, and you have consummated the plans, that you are all in on the plans, and your future ordained spouse is all in on the plans to be radically obedient and understand that you are going to be with your future ordained spouse going forward into the future for end times kingdom marriage. Okay, until New Jerusalem stage. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to say is, if you're wondering, does he know who you are? At this stage of the game, not game because this is real talk, okay? So at the stage of chapter 9, he does not know who you are. He knows that there is someone out there, and he knows that he consummated the plans with the Father of the heavens, our Father, okay? But he does not know necessarily exactly that you are the one, okay? And if you're wondering why doesn't he know, and maybe you knew first, it's because if he told him already, he will come for you before the timing. Okay? He will come after you. Like, he'll drop everything. And it will be maybe erratic and unorganized and unprepared, or see, before the timing that Yahuwah wants it to be a certain timing. Okay? So he needs to not tell him and disclose. So pretty soon now, though, he's going to be waking up from he's already woken up from his slumber to the point where he knows that he's got the real queen for him, the true of his rib. Okay? So right now we're like living Genesis 2:21. Okay, and so he's going to not be able to tell him just yet, but he knows the unveiling is soon now. Like just around the corner. When I'm talking around the corner where he knows, it's basically, if you listen to the, prophetic word coming up, that establishes the time frame of when he actually knows it's you. And I'm getting ready to send off that video very soon now. Okay? So you don't want to be out of the loop. Okay? If you're waiting for your future ordained spouse your whole life, you don't want to be like out of the loop. You want to be engaged, like and subscribe, follow, because everything is going to accelerate within now going forward. And so you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it because it's exciting. It's like a special gift from heaven just for you, or to him for you. Okay? And don't be going off. There's another prophetic word given. Okay. Don't be going off and trying to find your own match. Okay, don't be matchmaker right now. This is not the time to be getting impatient. Also, this is the other thing. This is around the stage where people are going into the promised land. The last stage is where the Israelites, so this is the last wilderness stage. We're on the Jordan River. I think it was Rephaim. City of Rephaim. You know how they messed up? They started getting impatient, and it was right where the time frame where they were really thirsty. They're in the desert, okay, and they're begging for water, and that's when Moses strikes the rock. And did you remember? Moses didn't go to the promised land. He was right out on the hill, and he got to see it, but he didn't get to go. I have another prophetic word regarding that. And that would be, I believe, the photo that I have established there is the one with the staff. Okay, but the Joshua's got to go to the promised land. So, are you going to be a Joshua? Or are you going to be a Moses that you were really, really obedient up until the end, and then something happened? No, you're going to be a Joshua. You're going to make it to the other side. And now, this is where they went faulty on, okay? And this is during the time where they had to fight the Amalekites, came after them, and Moses had to hold up his staff, and his arms were getting tired, and that's when Joshua and some others came over and helped him hold it up to win that battle. Okay, we're in that stage, the stage right before the promised land. This is critical. This is vital information, and you're probably not going to like it, but it needs to be said because there were plagues when they didn't listen. There were plagues. And what is being said is no sexual immorality. Do not be yoked with one that is not considered an Israelite And you're like, well, I'm not Jewish and I'm not an Israelite and I don't live in Israel. I'm not saying that. Think bigger, because what I'm saying is when you become his remnant, his covenant people, you become in his eyes an Israelite. Then not only that, he doesn't want you to be equal. He doesn't want you to yoke yourself. When he means yoke yourself, hanging out and or mingling and dating and becoming sexually active in relations and with someone that is not your future ordained spouse. That is not, don't be doing fornication or adultery. And what they did was Israelites started mixing and mingling with the Moabites, okay? And they were stricken with plagues because he said, I'm about to take you to the promised land, and you can't be taking those that he considers goats with you to the promised land. So if you're going to get emotionally attached, because being sexually active in a relationship with someone does cause a soul tie, does cause an attachment. And so then you're going to be like, I don't want to leave them behind. I'm going to bring them with. But did he say that that was the partner? Did he say that that was the one that you bring with? No, he did not say that was the one. Okay? So wait for the person, in other words. Okay? Wait for the one that he has for you. And if not everybody that was a prodigal spouse is going to return and be that, again, that relationship. A lot of them are, though. And not everybody is going to be staying together at this hour. Some of them, some calamities happening, plagues are happening, and there's either even death happening, but also divorces. Okay? And I'm just a messenger here. But if you watch the other videos of the series, you'll be able to understand what's going on. Okay? So, to make this short and sweet, because I thought I was going to only do a 5-minute video here. To make this short and sweet, I'm not going to elaborate summary after summary of all these chapters, because it's just taken away from the attention of this particular prophetic word. So, but this particular prophetic word is talking about consummating the plan with Yahuwah. You can't not be consummating your plan with somebody else. Can I get an amen? Okay, so you're all like, I'm all in on this plan with my future ordained spouse, but you still be dating. You still be on Tinder. You still be on these dating apps, on Christian Mingle. You still be on having these extravaganzas, fornication. No more. Because I don't want you to get plagues. Okay? They got plagues. And I don't know if those are the ones that made it in to the promised land. You're this close. You're so close. Like you're like the last stop. And remember with them, it was 40 years. Okay? It was 40 years of waiting to get to the promised land because they kept messing up. So, extremely needed to be radically obedient in this hour. And just pray. Pray that he remove that spiritual soul tie from the individual that is not for you, for your future. And it helps when you don't wear their clothing. Like, I'm not saying cross-dressing in a way. I'm saying, how you wear, there is spiritual, there's virtue on the clothing of the person. So you know how some women like to wear their boyfriend's jacket or like their one of their t-shirts, this and that, but you know that that person is not for you. I even got a dream about this, that he was trying to show me this so I could deliver this information. It's even the soul tie could be with the clothes, because there's the scent of the person, and there's some virtue, there's some I'll get into deeper in a different video, but that's what I'm saying. Even it is not time to consummate plans of your own plans. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Okay? Don't lean on your own understanding. Lean on Yahuwah's understanding and plans for you. And since you have consummated the plan, he has consummated the plans already with your future ordained spouse and yourself. Now he wants you to stay faithful, stay pure, stay consecrated, and he will help you. And don't lose hope, because it's literally around the corner. Shalom.